Hello everyone, my name is Kodamore and welcome to episode 15 of making a space shooter with Godot. So we made it so that whenever the player enters the meteor's area, the meteor will keep damaging the player for as long as it's in its area. But of course, this means our player just loses all its life in 3 frames and then we die. So we need to implement an invincibility shield for our player that turns on whenever it gets damaged for a short amount of time, that way it's protected for a little bit. So all this work is going to happen inside of our player here. First things first, we're going to need a timer to do this. So I'm going to add a child node to my player area 2D, and I'm going to add a timer node. And we're going to name this timer Invincibility Timer, like so. Now, just like with our fire delay timer, we set that equal to 1 shot, meaning we don't want it to automatically restart. We're going to do the same for the invincibility timer. We'll set 1 shot equal to true, because we do not want it to restart once it finishes. Alright, now inside of our player script, we have to go ahead and grab a handle to that timer, a reference to it. So we'll do an onReadyVar invincibility timer. There's no way I'm not going to misspell this once in this episode. Equal to $invincibility timer. So we're going to get our timer node right here, and we'll call it invincibility timer. And we also need an amount of time that our player will be invincible anytime it's damaged. So we'll have an export variable as well called, damage invincibility time. And we'll set that equal to 0.5 seconds. So anytime the player gets damaged, he'll have a half a second of invincibility. Okay. Now we're going to go down into our damage function that we created. And anytime something tries to damage this, we are going to start our invincibility timer. So we'll do our invincibility timer dot start, and we're going to let it run for however much seconds we specified, our damage invincibility time. And for as long as this timer is now running, we cannot damage the player again. So at the top of this damage function, we have to check if our invincibility is not stopped, if it's running. So if not invincibility timer dot is stopped. So if it is running, then we have to return. We don't want to do any of this code. We don't actually want to damage the player because he's currently invincible. So let's see if this changed anything. If we run the game and we enter our meteor, we get damaged once, twice, 3 times, and that was a lot slower. In fact, if we go ahead and just change our damage invincibility time to something like maybe 2 seconds, we're going to see that difference a lot more. So our player's in it, and it's slowly taking our life away. If we leave the meteor, nothing happens, of course. That was from our changes last episode. But if we re-enter the meteor, then he dies again. This is great, except we don't have a visual representation that the player is invincible. So we're going to add a shield icon here. So to do that, I'm going to add another sprite node to my player here. So I'll add a sprite here. In this sprite, I'm going to set equal to an image in my textures folder here, this shield image I have, which is this little arc thing that goes around my ship. Now, this is a little bit too big, so I think I'm just going to scale it by 75% of its original size. Yeah, and I think that'll look good. If I turn off our collision shape, that's how it'll look. And I'm going to name this sprite our shield sprite. Okay, cool. Now, let's go ahead and enable this and disable this for whenever our invincibility timer is running. So we'll go into the player script here, and we are going to need to get our sprite. So we'll have an onReadyVar, our shield sprite, which is simply going to equal $shield. That's this node right here. And I'm just naming it shield sprite. And the first thing we want to do whenever our player is created is make sure that shield isn't there, because our player isn't invincible when the game first starts. So we're going to create our function underscore ready here. Again, this runs once as soon as our player is added to the scene tree. And the first thing we're going to do is set our shield sprite dot visible equal to false. And I spelled that completely wrong. Alright, so our shield isn't there when the game first starts. Now, anytime we start our invincibility timer, we want our shield to also be visible. So right after we start our invincibility timer, we're going to say our shield sprite dot visible equals true. That way it'll show to the screen. Now if we run this, we'll see if I hit the meteor, we get this shield around us. but you'll also notice that it never disappears. So as soon as this invincibility timer expires, once it stops, we have to set the shield sprite back to being invisible, because the player is no longer invincible. So, to do that, we're going to take our invincibility timer here, we're going to click on it, and under its node tab, it has a signal called timeout. This signal is emitted whenever the timer stops, whenever the timer finishes whatever time it's been started for. So we're going to connect to this signal, we'll double click it, and we're going to make a function in our player node because it has our player script, and we'll connect it. Now our player script has this new function here, on invincibility timer timeout. So once our invincibility timer stops, meaning this if statement won't run and we will be able to damage the player again, we simply have to set our shield sprite.visible equal to false. We need to make it disappear. Now hopefully everything will work. If we hit the meteor, we get the shield, and 2 seconds later it disappears and we're able to be damaged again. And if we stay on it, you'll see that we still get damaged and all of that. So we now have our invincibility shield working perfectly for whenever our meteor or anything is damaging our player, and it's kind of a cool visual representation of when the player can't and can get damaged. So I hope this helped, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next episode.